Hey guys, come with us as we travel from Nigeria to Douala. So this is basically us trying African for the very first time since African has been overhyped by a lot of people from so many social media platforms that we must have gone through, and we decided to later on try African, and it was really giving what we heard about it because everything was on point. So let me give you guys kind of like a background story from the night before this morning, and we are now traveling with African. So we were in Lagos, Nigeria, and they took a bus, a night bus. We followed the night bus to Onitsha, and we spent hours on the way. We arrived on Onitsha in the morning, and later on took another car for I've forgotten that place. Yeah, we took a car to another place, and we later on spent about 7 hours on a spot, just basically waiting for one small car to get filled up. Like, it's not like it's this Sienna or anything, it's just the normal six space vehicles. But unfortunately for us, I don't know, maybe that day there were no passengers, and we just had to deal with what we saw on that day. And we finally left that place and we arrived Ecom. At one point, we were confused if African was in Ecom or in Ecog, because once we got to Ecom and the first person we met, who was a driver, we asked him and he was like, no, there's no bus leaving from Ecom to Cameroon, that we can only get a bus from Ecog to Cameroon. So we're kind of confused. We almost took a car from Ecom that night, traveling to Ecog in order to take like an early bus to Cameroon, but God being so kind, he didn't let it happen, because at one point we felt reluctant, and we now asked the guy to help us search for a place for us to spend the night, and we will now leave early morning around 5 a.m. in the morning. And that early morning, we it was very difficult getting a place to stay. That's the first thing I would say, because places in Econ feels like everybody traveling that road has to sleep at Ecom. I don't know, because everywhere was just filled up and there was no room left for us. So at one point we finally got a place to stay in, and we told the driver to come pick us up at 5 a.m. in the morning. But it was 5 a.m. in the morning and that guy, like, a boy, did not even call. He didn't even send any message or anything. Meanwhile, he had our numbers. And we now decided to, like, we can't stay here waiting for these guys. Preferably we just go out there and look for a place by ourselves. We left the place by 6 a.m. in the morning, and on going, okay, before leaving, right, we went back to the flyer, to the African flyer, which was online, and we now verified and realized that they were in Ecom. And I now called the number that was on the flyer, and they told us that they were at Ecom at Peace Max. So I was like, okay, no problem. Let's just step out. We now trekked and we saw one bike and we're like, okay, we are going to Peace Max. And the guy was like, this is Peace Max now. I was like, God, like, what's happening? God is just so kind. That place, we trekked from the hotel to Peace Max. We didn't get to take any bike again. It was not far at all. Like, and we're almost taking a bus to another place we didn't even know. On getting there, it was, I think, 6:30 or so. When the bus was supposed to leave by, I think, 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and there were other passengers there at their agency waiting to live alongside us. And we now later traveled by 8 a.m. At this point we're just in the bus chilling, and they gave us breakfast. They offered us tea and coffee. I was like, no, I wanted tea. And the lady was like, do you want sugar and milk? I said no. According to me now, I'll be fine with just sugar. I made my husband's tea. After tasting it, it tasted so good with milk. I was like, no, 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 sir. please, with all due respect, you're giving me back my milk. You're giving me back my milk. And you would notice that at that point, he was not happy because Oga had already prepared his mind. He said he was preparing his mind to take two milk and have more energy. I was like, energy for what? I need my milk. It's up there. Don't look at us here. Day or day.
Others. No, give up my milk.
I've put your milk inside. No. Which one is give back my milk?
I don't like this attitude.
Why would I reject something? Are you taking now for me then? You don't want to give me back.
Give back my milk. Don't go and take back my milk. Tell her that I did.
It's one each of God. They know they give two milk. Unless you want to now buy.
I'll buy.
They are not selling now. No, but it's good. It's good like that. I'm telling you.
It's not good like that. Oh, what's good like that?
It's good like that.
After I've already reached myself, I was happy.
That you will receive 2 milk.
Yeah, I will receive 2 milk. I have more energy. Stick on my fish. Just won't live by.
I finally took buy my milk. After rejecting it. I didn't beg. I cannot be begging. I can't be begging, okay? It's not.
Ask her about
They're having meat pie and tea. I ain't going back there. It's good.
I'll change your mind so that you know that Mura will track your mind. So you can give another one. Tell her I want you. I will report you.
What happened? It's not my milk.
No,
I'm entitled to the milk.
No,
Entitled to your own.
They gave me. I requested for 2 and someone said stick up my take. I thought you wanted to be like white. So they tell people that when you carry them to a restaurant, they say, oh no, it is, oh no, it is.
It's even you though.
When you see my honor, is that
We'll be working like this over and do not tell me that. I'll ask him, do you want to eat this thing?
my testing box.
Do you want to eat this thing? He will say no. I recall the other day I purchased Suzy plantain. He had more than half of it. Meanwhile, he said he will not eat. I bought corn and plum. Okay, if that's your testing, then I must be scared of you.
I can't be scared of me.
Yes, now.
You're begging me taste. I said no, I don't want to taste.
I'm not begging anything.
Keep begging. So when I decided to taste, I start complaining.
You're testing.
I don't understand.
Your testing can finish everything. So, guys, this is a point where everyone had to get down from the bus because it was getting kind of a little bit frustrating, if I could use that word, because we had to stop like three, four times on the way to ensure that the bus good was perfect because it was kind of faulty due to overheating, but we thank God. And on getting to Kumba, we had a second meal. I didn't take a video of that. We ate, I think it was plantain and meat, something like that. It was really nice. And apart of the car being faulty, every other thing about the travel was smooth and really nice. We eventually arrived Boya in the evening, and this is when we entered the agency in Boya, and we basically just had to switch buses because those heading to Douala had to enter one bus, those heading to Yaoundé had to enter another bus. We also had to make sure that every of our belonging that we carried was in the bus. So, guys, at this point, I felt kind of a little bit relief. We were soon heading home. So, thank you guys so much. We're going to end it here. Please subscribe and share. Thank you.